What's going on, family? Adrian back with another video. I wanted to drop this video real quick and discuss the narcissist wanting you to chase them. The narcissist loves to be chased. They love to be adored, and they love to have the attention on them and all of that kind of stuff. So the narcissist will actually, not only do they want to be chased, but they'll set it up to where they're being chased. And it serves a lot of different purposes for the narrative that they're presenting, not only to you, but to the entire public. So I just wanted to make this video real quick to help anybody that is going through narcissistic abuse. On this channel, I discuss narcissistic abuse and narcissism and healing and all of that kind of stuff. And I don't get as much opportunity as I would like to be on this channel to make as much content here, because I am still literally in the process of piecing my life back together after narcissistic abuse myself. I am a new dad. For anybody that is new to the channel, I am a new dad of a 1-year-old. He'll be 2 in February. So, you know, I'm not completely new. I've had at least a year of experience right now of being a father. But basically, and I've explained some of my story so far. So if you guys, matter of fact, if you guys have not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel now. Go ahead and hit the notification bell and hit the like button for me, guys, if you guys would like to, you know, just support the channel and, you know, promote the content that I'm pushing here. So basically, the narcissist, I'm gonna go ahead and get right into this one. The narcissist wants you to chase them, and they actually set it up for you to put some type of chase on them. And the reason behind that is because it serves several purposes. Number one, when you chase them, that gives them that fuel, that validation that says, hey, okay, I am actually what I believe I am in my own crazy ass head. Like, they literally think that they're the bee's knees, that they're the best thing smoking. So to them, with you chasing them, especially when they know that the quality of person that you are, and if you were that grade A supply, then with you putting a chase on them, it's kind of like validating that they are something worthy of being praised and chased and, you know, pursued in that manner. Now, number two, the second part of the chase is, look at the smear campaign. Go back to the smear campaign. You got to realize that now, if they have smeared your name, and they've been smearing your name, and after all of the smearing, you go and chase them, that kind of validates everything that they said in the smear campaign. So that's why no contact is definitely like the best way to go, because if you go chasing them, you know, while they've already smeared your name, and if you go chasing them, now all of the flying monkeys can look at the situation and say, well, obviously, you know, the narcissist wasn't lying, because this person came back and they were chasing, and they wanted to fix whatever the, you know, problems were in the relationship and all of that kind of stuff. So that's why it's definitely extremely important that you guys go completely no contact if you can. I am in a situation where I have to co-parent, so I don't have the luxury of going completely no contact. But yeah, just in that situation, they will definitely utilize any leverage that they can get in the situation. They will utilize the children against you. They will utilize, you know, your scheduling, your co-parenting schedule, all of that kind of stuff. They will utilize anything that they can to maintain control of the situation. So on top of the chasing, they want you to chase them to solidify the story to the new supply as well. So what it looks like is, literally, they've told the new supply all types of crazy stuff about you already. Of course, they've smeared your name all the way across the board to the new supply. Now, you go chasing them. What that looks like to the new supply is, okay, this is a jealous ex that he wants her back. He wants her back so bad that he is raising up all kinds of hell. And in the new supply's mind, that stamps the story to about the narcissist, saying that, well, this person obviously must be worth having because this other, the previous supply is chasing him down, and they really want to get back with them and all of that kind of stuff. So when you go and chase the narcissist, it actually stamps and solidifies their stories. And like, if they've been lying about you and you go and chase them, now you look crazy. Now you look like the one that has been, stalking them. And even though they've been the one stalking your social media, they've been the one, chasing you down, they've been the one doing all of that kind of stuff. Literally, if you buy into that, they're going to flip the script completely, and you're literally going to look like the person that has been in pursuit the entire time, when that could be the furthest thing from the truth. So they want you to put that chase on because it helps solidify whatever lies that they told about you. So if they've been smearing you all across America and then you go back and start chasing them, now it kind of looks like, well, if it wasn't true, then why would you be trying to get back to that? Why would you be trying to, reconcile the situation if what the narcissist has already presented to the public wasn't true? So in my situation, the narcissist actually tried to, she actually tried that in my situation. She tried to present a situation where the flying monkeys and everybody else that was involved would just see her point of view. They wouldn't see that, any of the stuff that she had actually done to me. They wouldn't see that she actually was the one that caused the discard. They wouldn't see all of the lies and all of the deceit and all, everything that comes along with narcissism. And, they wouldn't see any of the faults that would make her seem like the bad guy in the situation. So what she actually did in my situation was, literally the minute after she found out she was pregnant, she basically discarded me. And in that discard, of course, like I said, me wanting to be a good parent, a good father, all of that kind of stuff, she set it up to where throughout the pregnancy, she wasn't contacting me for anything. And that made me automatically chase her. You see what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't that I even wanted anything to do with her in the relationship anymore. I wanted to be in my child's life. So the fact that I wanted to be in my child's life, it kind of forced me to chase her. It kind of forced me to kind of still be on her line. And I'll give you guys a prime example of what I mean. They actually use it for triangulation. So this is a prime example of how they use this. So my son is born. Now my son has been born, and now I'm starting to see all of the holes, not only just in, the stuff that happened throughout the pregnancy, but just a lot of the holes in her stories that, the narrative that she's trying to present to me right at this moment of us being a loving family and this, that, and the third. But there's all these different stipulations of like, well, because listen, I had my own home, I had my own job, I had my own everything. Literally, when she got pregnant, I asked her, hey, listen, you're pregnant, just come move in with me. She was at my house literally every single day. When they're chasing you and they're love bombing you and all of that kind of stuff, they will chase you down regardless of where you are. You could be 5 hours away, they're going to come see you. But after she felt like she had me trapped in, now she had pulled all of that back, and she had pulled it back so far to where she wasn't coming at all. And now she's pregnant with my son. So I'm looking at this situation and I'm like, well, wait a minute. Like, I never had to chase you before. Like, I literally never, every aspect of our relationship has been at my house, because of course you guys know that the narcissist likes to isolate you. And in my situation, I'm a single man, I live home alone, that kind of thing. So it was easy for her to isolate. All she had to literally do was just slither into my home and act like she wanted to be here, and act like she really wanted to, be a part of my life, and actually start a family with me and all of that kind of stuff. So it was easy for her to just slither in, act like she, had more feelings and more love and affection and all of that kind of stuff for me than she actually did. And then, of course, when you're around somebody enough, that's just like, I don't care. If you're around a dog long enough and they're showing you love and affection and attention, eventually you're going to start catching feelings for them. Eventually you're going to feel some type of way about them. And that's pretty much what happened with the narcissist. It's like, she wasn't my first choice of person to be with. There was a lot of red flags, of course, that we ignore. And that's partially our fault, and where we need to start taking responsibility in the situation. But at the same time, we don't realize that what we're dealing with, like we think we're dealing with somebody that's just like us, that just wants the best out of life, and that have probably been through a lot of pain and a lot of hurt and all of that kind of stuff. And you want just, the rest of your life to be the best of your life. And you're looking for a partner that you can share that with. And a lot of us were on the path of, our happiness and our own destiny and all of that kind of stuff when the narcissist actually came into our lives. So that's why, and I'm gonna do a whole nother video on that, but I feel like the narcissist is actually an assignment to your life. Like, if you are attacked by a narcissist, there's obviously some type of spiritual calling on your life. That's when I look at this and I see the spiritual warfare on this. Obviously, there was something that God has placed on me. There's an anointment on my life that the devil felt like that he had to attack. And like they say, like the saying goes, when the devil can't reach you, he'll send a narcissist. Or when the devil wants to reach you, he'll send a narcissist. So it's literally like they're going to send whatever you are into, whatever you like, whatever the case may be, into your life to distract you from your purpose and from serving God's plan for your life. So, this video right here is basically literally about the narcissist and them wanting to be chased. And, and in my situation, that's literally, she absolutely said out of her mouth, absolutely said, well, after she got pregnant, now this is, a day or two after she got pregnant, and she started kind of distancing herself, and I'm noticing the distance. So I'm very inquisitive, and I'm very I'm pretty sharp on body language and all of that kind of stuff. So when she started pulling away, the very first thing that I said, this is literally the very first thing that I said, was like, listen, I never had to chase you before. Because anybody that knows a narcissist, or anybody that has dealt with a narcissist, when you are their target, they'll chase you down. They will hunt you down. And that's literally what she did with me. I wasn't looking for a relationship when her and I dealt with each other in any capacity at all. I wasn't looking to be with anybody. I wasn't looking to be, I was actually living my life in God's purpose, or at least what I thought was living in God's purpose. And I was, my job was going well, my business was going well, all of this kind of stuff was going, according to plan. And of course, there was some struggles and things in life. That's just natural. But for the most part, life was going according to the plans that I had set and according to the goals that I had at that time. And of course, that's when the narcissist struck. It's literally like I was serving God's purpose in my life at that time, and the devil sent the distraction. at that time. And that's how we kind of know that this is spiritual warfare. So any of you guys that have been dealing with the narcissist, you will realize that the narcissist not only wants you to chase them, but it's part of their narrative for you to chase them. If you chase them, then that solidifies whatever the story is that they told to the narcissist. I'm sorry, that they told to the flying monkeys and they told to the new supply and all of that kind of stuff. That stamps every bit of their story when you go chasing them. And like I said, in my situation, what she had done was she set up the scene for me to chase her. And what I mean by that is, in my situation, she literally was keeping my son away from me intermittently, like passive aggressively. And that's a lot of what it goes hand in hand with the narcissist. Passive aggressive behavior and narcissism is kind of like, it kind of goes hand in hand, because she wouldn't attack me all the time, but there will be times where, like I was telling you guys in other videos, where I would go a month at a time. In the first month of my son's life, I didn't see him. Like I saw him when he was first born, and then I went almost a month without seeing him again. And that was all due to the manipulation and game plan on her end. It had nothing to do with me. I actually, when she got pregnant, I actually asked her to move in with me, and she literally, oh no, I can't move in with you. No, I'm not moving in. She gave me every excuse in the world, and she actually used her older son as the main excuse of why she couldn't move in and share the experience of raising our child together under one household, because I had already had the home. She was here all the time. She was at my house all the time before she got pregnant. She was here getting sex, getting attention, getting love, getting validation. She was here getting all of that and eating that and soaking all of that up, all the way until she got pregnant. Then when she got pregnant, instantly she was like, oh, I'm pregnant now, so I just, my body's changing. I can't come out the house now. I can't. And I'm like, wait a minute, like, you were literally at my house every single day for, almost 6-8 months straight. And now all of a sudden you can't come through once a week and just let me, play with your stomach and rub on the baby and, get close to you and build a bond with you and the child and all of that kind of stuff. And that's when I knew, something obviously wasn't wrong. Something obviously was wrong, and there was something in between her and I that we were just not clicking on the same page. I knew nothing about narcissism at that time. I just knew that obviously, I knew toxic behavior. I knew that I was in something toxic and that I needed to get out. So, I just wanted to drop this video real quick for you guys. They will definitely set it up for you to chase them. And a lot of that chase is just solidifying whatever narrative that they've put out to their flying monkeys, the new supply. And they want you to, it's just like the smear campaign. Like, they're literally, once they've smeared you and all of that kind of stuff, they want your reaction. Your reaction solidifies their story. And if you don't give that reaction, then they get frustrated to the point where they start making mistakes. And that is definitely something that I have dealt with on my own personal time. It's like, literally, I have dealt with seeing the destruction when I did not feed into the lies and the drama and the chaos. It literally was like, okay, he's not biting. I have to do something. I have to do something else. So in that level of psychopathy, they're going to make mistakes. They're literally going to start making, and it's literally like, that's why you have to just be patient through the smear campaign, be patient through all of it, because eventually they're going to tell on themselves. If you do not feed into it, and if you pull away from the drama, they're going to eventually start telling on themselves. So Like I said, that's my video, guys. I just wanted to drop that video for you guys because I know a lot of us are in different stages, like I said, of the healing journey. And some of you guys don't realize that you're chasing them, and you're chasing them for validation because you want them back, or you want this, that, and the third back. They're not looking at it like that. They don't care about your feelings or any of that kind of stuff. They could care less about how you feel about the situation. All they care about is the supply. So the supply that you were offering obviously went stale or went weak or whatever the case may be, and they felt like the only way to get that supply back up from you is to leave you alone, go chase somebody else. And when they go chase somebody else, now you're going to be in that mode of being chased. Well, you're going to be in the mode of chasing them back while they're actually chasing somebody else. And now they have two people that's giving them validation. Now you're chasing them, and now you're validating the fact that, oh, they obviously are as special as they think they are in their crazy heads, because you're chasing them. And then they also have the new supply hooked in to where they're being love bombed, and now the new supply is in the middle of being love bombed, and they're like, now I have two sources that I really, really like and I really, really want to be with, or whether they really want to be with you or not. You know, the narcissist, they need their attention. So they're not tripping on the actual person that you are, but they're looking at it like, I have two sources, I have two viable sources of great energy that is going to be fighting and competing for me now. So the importance of pulling yourself out of the mess, and the importance of just like, I literally pulled myself out of the mess, and now she's stuck with the new supply. And now she's probably at the point where she's ready to discard the new supply and all of that kind of, she's probably been ready to discard the new supply, but I've literally not fell for a lot of any of the Hoover attempts or any of that kind of stuff. So, you know, when you pull yourself out of the situation and you set boundaries and you put yourself into a position where now you're back in control, now you are starting to maintain your own level of control, and you're not chasing them like you're not responding emotionally like they want you to, because they're setting you up to respond emotionally. And when you respond emotionally, they got you trapped. So like I said, they've already set the tone, and they've already set the stage for all of the flying monkeys and the new supply and their family and all of that kind of stuff for you to react certain ways. So when you go chasing them, when you start to fall into that trap of, okay, well, I really want this person back, I'm going to chase them, I'm going to show them that I really am the one for them, I'm going to be the one that wins them over and all of that kind of stuff. All they're doing is telling the new supply that you're crazy and that you're a stalker and that you won't leave them alone and all of that kind of stuff. And now what do you think that the new supply is feeling like? Obviously, if this person has somebody stalking them, then they must be a special type of person. So they're looking at it like, okay, this person must be, a winner. I'm definitely going to keep her. And when they have the looks to go along with the narrative and all of that kind of stuff, it just makes it so much easier to capture the new supply. And not only capture the new supply, but keep you locked into place, because you are vying for the love bomb back. Basically, you want the love bomb back, and you are competing. They're trying to put you into a position where you are competing with the new supply to get the love bomb back. That's literally all it is. So that's my video, guys. They definitely want you to chase them. I appreciate each and every last one of you guys for joining the channel, everybody for being here. I want to thank all of my new subs and just everybody from day one to people who just joined the channel last week. I appreciate each and every last one of you guys for your time, your love, and your energy. Thank you so much. Appreciate you.